Alright, I'm going to do a series of videos to explain a bunch of different things. So this is one of the first ones, the updating to V3 and you having V2. This is on first generation Fire Stick from 2014. So you can do it on any box that I have NWI Fire Sticks on, blah blah blah. But like I said, this is the oldest Fire Stick built. So if you have problems on your new stuff, it's on your end, it's not on my end, and these videos will show you how to fix any of these problems. So I'll make a series of them. This is the first one to update the V3. So right now, and I'm going to take my time through them somewhat, you're going to go to settings over here. So I'm in the home of the Fire Stick. Go down to settings, applications, manage installed applications, and then I will show you that there is version 2.0 of NWI Fire Sticks. When I click in there, you see there's 551 megabytes of data. It's version 2.0. It's not the V3. As you see, there's no V3, no Mobdro, no Terrarium, nothing on it. It's just plain ass NWI Fire Sticks. So I'm going to launch the application. Now you should be able to go to update, and I'm going to show you what's going to happen. If it doesn't have APK installer, which mine does, and I have the February 20th build, so it's old as shit. See, if you go into APK installer, you got all your stuff here. For some people, some reason people are having problems. If you went into, say, system and then down to programs, and went to NWI Fire Sticks and hit the 3-line button on your controller, you can go down to add-on settings, and then you can go to dev tools, and then make sure this Android APK menu is turned on. See the green dot on it? Make sure that is turned on, and then once that's turned on, hit OK. If you don't hit OK, then it won't show up in here. So when you hit the word update, you'll have APK installer. If you don't have APK installer, then that means you're not turned on, excuse me, that Android APK menu. If you don't have, this is a fresh install of the February 20th build, blah blah blah. So I can go in and say I want an APK install and I want to install V3. Yes, you would like to install it. Okay, now it's downloading and installing. I'm going to stop it. So you'll get the error there, but it was already going. It was going to install it in like 10 seconds, so I didn't want to do that. So say if you're getting an error for some reason, because some people are saying they're running into NWI Fire Sticks wizard error or something like that, this is NWI Fire Sticks 2.0. I haven't changed anything about it. I haven't done anything different than what's on your stick. If you have 16.1 or you have Kodi and stuff like that, that's pre NWI Fire Stick shit from me or from someone else, this is obviously not going to work for you. So say if I went into, let's go to home, and then I'll go over to settings in the top. So I'm in the Fire Stick portion, and I go to applications. So say if you were getting an error for some reason, manage installed applications, and I can go to NWI Fire Sticks. Oops, sorry. I can go to NWI Fire Sticks 2.0 if you have 2.0, and I can clear the data on it. Don't ever clear data on anything unless you plan on updating a build. That'll wipe everything off like you'll see. I'm leaving it here so you can see that it's measuring down. I'll even clear the cache. It doesn't really matter. Once the application measures down to 0, see how it's 0 bytes down there in the data? Obviously the size of the NWI Fire Sticks is 137 megabytes. the application, but there's no data on the device anymore, on the application. So I can launch application, and this will prepare NWI Fire Sticks for the first run, like it was blank Kodi or blank whatever, and this is old version. So there'll be a couple updates that pop in the corner. These two pop-ups, you can hit back. This pop-up, just hit the back button, and then there'll be, I'm gonna keep going through it, but there'll be a couple notifications in the bottom right corner that you have to wait for them to pop a little bit, or they'll just slow you down. So then you go to programs, and then first run, see there's those notifications in the bottom corner that are doing updates. Those are just updates that have to run in order for Kodi and NWI Fire Sticks to properly work. So I wait for those to finish. Now I hit OK. Go to Program Add-ons, and then NWI Fire Sticks Wizard. Now if I click NWI Fire Sticks Wizard, it brings me up here with no APK menu. So, like I showed you before, if I hit the 3-line button on NWI Fire Stick Wizard, I can go to Add-on Settings, go to Dev Tools on the top right there, and I can turn on the APK, Android APK menu. Because depending on what build you had, because I used to not use the APK menu in my old builds because I didn't use it. I didn't put APKs inside my shit. So if you have a pre-February 20th build, then you won't have the APK menu on there. Now that I say, okay, I want the APK menu on, the blue dot's filled in, which you can barely see on my phone, but it's filled in now, and hit OK. Now when I hit NWI Fire Sticks Wizard with the center button, now I have the APK menu. In the builds menu, this is the February 20th, that's why it's 2.0 only. And then this you can actually click on, but it don't do that. And I'm going to put a YouTube video somewhere in the middle. I want to put this YouTube video that I'm currently making in here somewhere if I can possibly do that. So you can't install all these V3 updates. Obviously we go with May 15th because today is May 15th. But you can't install these updates on top of V2. So and this is, since I have 2.0, which is considered V2 to me, version 2, and this is version 3. Obviously I showed you the APK when I went back to the settings. It showed you that it was 2.0. So if I wanted to go back in time and go to February 20th of 2000, whatever year we're in, 18, you can do this build. So this is Android 4.4.2 and blah blah blah. Anything that's Android, this version 2.0 won't work on anything over Android 5. So any of you people that have the Android 4.4.2 boxes that have bought them from me for 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when that shit was a thing, obviously it's just not a thing anymore. It's like having Atari and you're trying to put your PlayStation 4 game in there. It's just not going to work. So you need to get with the times and either buy a new device, or your Fire Sticks will automatically update their operating system. And there is boxes like NVIDIA Shield that I use, but these boxes right here are out of date. I sell different boxes now because I have to stay up with the times. So that's just the builds menu. But now we want to install the APK. So during this video you can pause it, play it, stop it, rewind it if you can't figure it out. But all the questions should be answered here as clearly as I possibly can answer all the questions that you guys are going to have. So now we're doing the APK installer, and then we want to install V3. Now I can install Mobjo, I can install Terrarium. If I had Eternal TV, which is the live TV I suggest that you guys get, but that's on you guys. You have to pay for it. You guys can go to the website and figure it all out. You guys can ask me, but this is just an easy way to download the APKs to your devices. So I want to install NWI Fire Sticks V3. So you click it, and then you hit yes. Now in 20 seconds, it should download it. depending on your internet speed. Like I said, these are going to be long videos, but I want to make sure everything is clarified and done. Every step. The builds menu and all that shit will be in the next video. So now you go down to, see how it's NWI v3 in the top over there? You want to go down and you want to install it. Now it's installing. This will work on a Fire Stick, it'll work on a box, it'll work on your phone, it'll work on anything that you have NWI Fire Sticks 2.0 on. Just unlike the boxes and stuff, you'll have to, and the Fire Sticks, you'll have to learn how to move the icons around, which is all like common sense, like moving icons on your phone around. You just grab it and drag it and throw it to where you want it to be. Alright, so I can just open it from here, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to Done. And I'm going to hit Home. Just to show you where it's at. So back to Settings, Applications, down to Manage Installed Applications. And then now you'll see I have NWI Fire Sticks 2.0, and then I have NWI Fire Sticks V3. Now I wouldn't suggest deleting 2.0 yet until you figure out V3, but I'm going to delete Fire Sticks 2.0. Uninstall. So let me make sure you guys got that. So I'm going to, I got V3 already installed, make sure it's there. I'm going to go to NWI Fire Sticks, and that's the 2.0. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to uninstall it. Don't ever uninstall it unless you have V3, because if you uninstall V2 without V3, then you're coming to me and I'm going to be annoyed by it. So we're going to uninstall it. Now you don't have Fire Sticks, the 2.0 version on your stick. So if I go into Launch Application, should say something along the lines of preparing to load first run of NWI Fire Sticks, blah blah blah. Just went straight to Builds menu. Alright, so now that is how you install V3. So if I'm going to hit the Home button, over to Settings, once again, just to clarify everything, Applications, Manage Installed Applications, NWI Fire Sticks V3. You see it's 3.0. You see there's no data on it. I mean, there's 7.58 megabytes of data on it, and the application's a little bit bigger because there's more shit shoved into it. But that is Fire Sticks 3.0 now. So now any of those V3 updates, that is, if you update a V3 update on a V2 version, is going to come fucked up. If you do a V2 version on a V3 application, it's going to come out fucked up. It's different coding, different ways of setting everything. So now we're under understanding of that. So, you know, I'm going to make another video separately for the builds, because now we already have V3.